Let's see if that's here. Call.
Hello? Anyone copy? I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be rupidium. You hear me? I think I found rupidium.
You sure about it?
Be honest.
Am I sure? I don't know. Everyone is dead. The sun's coming. There's radiation everywhere.
Thank you, Bubba.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Test it.
Test the rupidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided.
New blueprint, the womb?
Blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Sample of DNA provided.
Okay.
This is fucked up, but what the hell? At least I got your attention.
I'm wondering if he's not talking to Earth.
I guess it makes sense. Rupidium speeds up organic growth.
You ran out of energy, become tired. In this state, physical work takes longer. If you stay up until very late, you become exhausted. Each minute of exhaustion causes you to wake up later the next day. Oh, that's a bit too real. Okay. You need to use the mine in person. Oh, okay. I was thinking it would just gather automatically. Alright. How do I... Yeah, go there. Alright, how do I use you? Organics. Between radiation levels get deadly, get back to the base. Okay. I guess I can't stay up late and work. Build the womb module. Captain Scout Command Center comm room. Production. Wait, hold on. Where did I... Can I do building right now? Okay, I guess we'll just sleep right now. I'm trying to remember how I got to the building screen. Day 3, sunrise in 7 days. Okay. Alright, so tab, production, storage, tasks. Is it command center? It was command center. This is a base building. Moving and removing modules. You can change the position of modules whenever you like. Simply hover over a module, press left click, then move it to the desired spot. You can also swap the module with another one. You can permanently remove modules by pressing right click. Note that some modules can't be removed. It just lets me build it over the command center? That seems weird. Okay, hang on.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Test Rapidium. E to interact. Is this when we start making copies of ourselves?
DNA sample. Rupidium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea. Oh. Oh, of course. What else?
You had sheep DNA?
Oh, you need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly.
Steam achievement, pet the sheep.
Hello, Molly. You don't bite, do you?
Where did the grass come from? Report the results. What's the command for the Guild Wars 2 daily routine? Exclamation daily.
Okay, I built the womb and tested the rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep. Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really found what did this.
Will you help me now?
Yeah. Now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger. Only what time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
Okay, so I've got to gather the food with the outpost thing. Let's see. So let's go to the airlock, and let's go to the outpost. Okay. So this gives me 14 matter each time I do this. Okay, build a kitchen. Let's see, tab. All right, I need to go to the command center. That's over here. Really? I can't put that there? Okay, I guess that one can't be moved. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Okay. All right. Kitchen is done. Prepare 6 mush meals. You consume 1 meal each day. Meals can be prepared in the kitchen. 1 meal a day? Is this guy fasting? Alright. Now you gotta prepare the meals. Okay. Okay. Task completed. Start the engines in the command center. Alright, so we've done meal prep for the week. Test engine.
Whoa. What just happened?
New task, emergency. Turn the lever in machinery.
Do this to me now.
Down 1 floor and to the right. Emergency lever.
Okay, that's sorted. Let's give it another go.
Test engine.
What? Again?
The emergency continues. Alright, so I need the sheep to push the lever while I drive the ship base.
You have got to be kidding me.
Call Ally Corp.
Just
Alright.
my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Alright, comm room.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidium can save you. I will check data consistency and QC module.
I don't have access to QC.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Okay.
Man, that was easy.
Alright, check your data consistency in the quantum computer. Alright, down many floors and then on the right. Analyze data from mined records of the crew. Look at me, I am the captain now. Accessing QC stored data, mined records, access granted, deleting expired data.
Mine records.
Accessing available data. Mined record, Jan Dolsky. Mined record, readable.
What's going on? Wait. I recognize this. It's my life.
Those are all the major incidents in his life? It's 16 years old, need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore, something's wrong with her, she's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping these exams go well. 19, the crossroads. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college, and it's close to home. You could visit mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the results. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave mom alone with him. Going away. You promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want. And you can still visit her. A little less often maybe, but you can. You will visit her. 21. Your place far from home. It's been months since you've been home, but you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. Their company makes you feel good, like you found your place. Do you really want to spend the entire day on the train, only to see mom for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early, and all you'll be left with is constantly drunk oaf of a father? 22. Working abroad. You look at the letter. It's tempting, working abroad for 2 months. You could earn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. You could ditch those lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. It's tempting, and you could send some money to mom. She needs it for treatment. 23. Too late to say goodbye. You missed it. The moment she collapsed, the ambulance taking her to the hospital, it all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You effed up. It's too late to say goodbye. Carry on for her. You failed her. But what could you have done? Stayed behind in that miserable place? To become bitter and dead inside? Be like Dad? The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college? Made a fresh start? Forgot. But wouldn't that be giving up again? No. Mom would want you to get on with your studies. Get a good job. You have to carry on for her. It's different with her. Your heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would hang out with you. Slow down, it's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. You could have brought wine, but wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up with for a project. But she's so different from everyone else you've hooked up with, and she likes you. You could see she likes you. 24. Am I good enough? This is it. She's moved in. But is your cheap little rented apartment good enough for her? Her parents would hate it, you know they would, and she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're gonna prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the good life she deserves. 25. New opportunities. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors and that offer, a PhD? It's tempting as hell. But the salary. How much longer are you gonna be a broke ass for Lena? Ugh. You'd think about it later. Time to celebrate now. 26. Better prospects. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects, and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. 27. The purgatory of 9 to 5. On the subway again. Damn, you hate that crowd. Day in, day out. Maybe you could take the train later and stay longer at work? No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him. Not that you actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs you to do is punch your card. And for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done? Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are the worst. 28. Dream house. Your face beams as you exit the bank hand in hand with Lena. Finally, signing the mortgage papers was easier than you expected. Finally, it was worth putting up with that idiot of a boss for 2 years to get this place. A dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. If you hurry, maybe you can even get it ready for Christmas. You'd love to see your parents' faces when they see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. The crisis hit. No, this can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching. But you? Laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? 30-year-old busy night. So he's a taxi driver now? Red lights. You close your eyes and listen to the city traffic. Damn radio. All they know are Christmas songs this time of year. You don't want to be reminded of that. Not when you're sitting behind the wheel of a leased cab. It's almost 6 o'clock. You promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5, but it's a busy night and people leave bigger tips on Christmas. Back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer, move abroad, sell the house. But for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank with the soaring rate of interest. And what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. After all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. Damn, you just wish she didn't want it so bad. Holding on. You're wondering if she's really okay with your decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes, but how could you? It was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her, that it was the only sensible choice. You need to get your crap together, give her a better life here, maybe find a second job. Falling apart. Damn, she's getting on your nerves. Why doesn't she just tell you it's all your fault and those bills are piling up? As if you weren't working hard enough. And why does she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the sack? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour-long day of work. Oh, he's turning into his dad. Drowning sorrows. You look down another bottle and the wedding ring she gave back to you. A job at Ally Corp. Freedom. Finally, she's got it. Better life without you. All you could ever do is hold her down. Look at yourself, drowning your sorrows in a bar. You're everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Where the hell did you F it all up? 34, way out. You toss and turn in your bed. You can't stop thinking about that Ally Corp poster. Help us make a change. A space mining mission in search of that mysterious substance, Rapidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience. And you know you need a change. You haven't managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? Project Dolly. You enter the spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far from here, just like you always wanted, far away from your problems. You think about them later, or maybe they'll be gone by the time you get back. That's it. Alright, so that's his... Is that the first thing? Oh no, hold on. Distant memories. Childhood memories, fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in. Rows of similar apartment blocks. The local grocery store mom worked in. The playground where you spent more time than at home. Wait, hold on.
How did they get it in?
Hold on, I wasn't done there. A family like many others. A family like many others down there. Your father coming late from work in the mine, usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your constant desire to run away to get out of that place and never come back. 15-year-old turning a blind eye. Another crappy day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? A girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear. No, better not get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You have to. The need to escape. Okay. Alright, so we've seen his whole life. And it says Qubit level 1 available slots. So I'm guessing that we're going to be able to, like, change some of these things, and that's going to make other versions of ourselves. Okay, contact Ally Corp. I'm lost. Okay, up one, left one.
Hey, I checked the quantum computer. What do you want with it?
Initiate breaching procedure.
What does it do?
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
What?
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
Alter what?
Alter? Alter what?
You. What if you say no?
Rapidium. Cloning a sheep. Branching myself? Altering my life by messing with my own memories? I mean, whatever it is you want me to do, no. No way in hell. Give me my other options.
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining. Decide.
You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
Initiate branching procedure in the QC. Okay, so it's not going to be like parallel dimension. It's like we're just going to make clones of ourselves with different memories. Branching procedure authorization check. Branching MR unlocked. Branching procedure initiated. Do we get to choose what's changed, or is it just going to do it?
What is it doing?
Searching for the branching point.
Hey, I remember that moment. Alternate life path. So this is what the branching is about?
So it's like him standing up to a bully? Is that what it was? Staying behind. You lock the door to your room and turn the music up. You're so fed up with his constant shouting. Is this what you rejected college for? Putting up with his frustration and drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of Mom, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time you should just lock the door on him. What would Mom say? So, you stayed behind with Mom and stood up to your abusive father in this timeline. Technician, plus 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Alterate? Oh boy. Okay. Standing up to him. There, you did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of Mom, her safety. There, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore. Ups and downs. You laugh as Mom tells you a joke she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She's cooked her pierogi. Man, don't you love him? And her relaxed, smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. You just wish that you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. That prescription she brought home today is going to cost you plenty. Not in his footsteps. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Dad was behind that job offer, that's for sure, trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sins. The steady job was tempting, but you were assertive. Again, no way you'll owe anything to him. You'll make it your own, you always do. Final goodbye. You hold back the tears when you look at her on the hospital bed. You knew this was coming, her health deteriorating fast in these last months. You just didn't want to think about it. You hate that helplessness. Damn. Get your crap together, Jan. You need to be strong for her. Promise that you'll make something of yourself and keep her smiling to the very end. Fixing things. You brighten up as the engine starts. Yeah, fixing things always made you feel good. Like you really can change things, make them better. Looks like going to that vocational school wasn't just a parting gift for Mom, but the best you can do for yourself. Oh, I like that. Okay, so that gives a reason for why this altar is better as a technician. Is parting gift from Mom was able to fund him going to vocational school. Unfamiliar feeling. It feels good to become an expert on something. The boss says customers ask for you specifically, and he can see you replacing him when he retires. It's a new feeling to be trusted, respected by another man, a mentor. And he's the first person that you opened up to about Mom's passing. Why couldn't Dad just be like that? Shady business. You try not to eavesdrop, but it's the third time this month these fishy dudes are here talking to your boss behind closed doors. He says it's nothing, but you can see he's distracted, doesn't look you in the eye that much, disappears for hours, leaving you in charge of the business. Is that a good thing, or should you be worried? Lost trust. Fake batteries? Counterfeit parts? Is that what it was all about? As your boss is being taken away by the police, you feel like an idiot for trusting him, thinking that you could open up to him. While all this time, he's been lying to your face, pretending to be a friend. What a fool you've been. Treat it as a lesson, Jan. The only person you can rely on is yourself. Okay, so this guy's not going to trust others very well. Fine on your own. Of course, it was just a matter of time before they approached you, now that he's in jail. His words about you replacing him seem so ironic now. You don't want anything to do with them, but what if you lose your job? You love that workshop. But they're criminals. No. Assertiveness, remember? Don't be scared. You can make it your own. Staying strong. As you turn the paycheck around in your fingers, you think of Mom. She'd be happy to know you're finally making good money. You stayed strong and made something of yourself. She'd probably be worried that you're still on your own, but that's the way you prefer it. Ghosts from the past. Watching the bartender pour you another one from the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of a figure watching you. You turn and see it was just somebody's coat. You smile with relief. For a moment, you thought it was Dad. You sip your drink and listen casually to the conversations at the tables. It's good not to have problems. 27. Drifting through. Your friends burst out in laughter. The jokes just keep coming to you. It's a good night. You just got your paycheck and you're buying rounds. Okay, calling these people friends is a little much, but you've only just met them. But you're having fun together, right? The girl to your left's been giving you signals. Could this be your lucky night? 30. Signs of trouble. That damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life. Your whole branch is being shut down. You'll be lucky if you keep your job at all, and this damn advert keeps getting on your nerves. Rapidium? A magic trick to make everyone happy? Who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions? 33-year-old, him again. You can't make up your mind. Bet safely or take the risk. Wonder who that guy is putting his money on. Wait, is that? Crap, it's him. Dad. He looks like a tramp. Of course he visits the bookie regularly, effing loser. Man, you just hope he doesn't recognize you. Get out of here quick and don't ever come back. You're not like him. You've got your crap together. So he calls the other guy a loser and he's in the same place. Project Dolly. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their minds, especially if your debts are mounting. You'll be